Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's SparkerGeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another Monday Morning Mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? Hang on. I got some new things this morning. You probably noticed it already. 1 minute. Let me get a sip. Oh boy, that is really, really good. Okay, I'm going to set that there. A little bit of a tease there. We're enjoying Copper Moon coffee this morning. Caramel vanilla. I'm excited. Caramel vanilla. This came courtesy of Bill and Connie Murphy. Bill and Connie, thank you very, very much. And yeah, now you can see why I'm excited and stumbled over my words there. Here it is. It's being launched today. It's the official George Monday Morning Mailbag coffee mug right there. There it is right there. It comes in 2 sizes. We also have some other mug designs that are available, and we have a link to the store below where you can get your very own George Monday Morning Mailbag coffee mug. On this side, you've got the Monday Morning Mailbag logo with George and all those letters that he's pulling out of the mailbox to answer. And on the back side, it reads, a good hot coffee, a trusty mug, let the caffeine go to work. Gentlemen, how about that? I am really, really excited to show these to you. And we're going to be talking about these mugs a little later on in the show. Really, really terrific. And I am just so pleased with the way they came out. This is a 15-ounce mug. We also offer an 11-ounce mug. So we got some other designs I'm going to share with you. But yeah, very, very happy that it finally all came together. And a big thank you to Whitney of Anchored Mama Designs. That's her Etsy storefront. And I had a really nice conversation with her a while back, and she explained to me, hey, this is how it can be done. And wow, I investigated a little further and it all fell together. So I'm really, really very, very grateful to Whitney and to everyone out there for encouraging me to get a George Monday Morning Mailbag coffee mug off the ground. And here it is finally. And again, we have other designs to share with you, and we'll do that later on in the show. How are you this morning? Hang on one more sip. That's absolutely great. As we like to say, a good hot coffee, a trusty mug. Let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. Absolutely. Hey, if you're taking me along on your morning commute, thanks very much for the lift. I really do appreciate that. For those of you who are listening to the podcast, thanks very much for tuning us in on those various platforms there, like iHeartRadio and Apple Podcasts and Spotify and Amazon Music and the other streaming platforms that carry the Monday Morning Mailbag in podcast form. Well, the other reason why I'm very, very happy is because here it is right here. I'm wearing it. Let me get the microphone out of the way. Ohio State, baby. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, the Ohio State Buckeyes are national champs, and I made an effort not to say anything prior to any of these games for fear of jinxing them. I may have mentioned I'm not sure, either on the Monday Morning Mailbag or on Second Cup, I may have mentioned the game right before the game with that team from up north. Yes, Michigan. We can say it now. And I may have mentioned something about it, and I guess that I jinxed them because they lost. And congratulations to Michigan up there. But yeah, we took that one really hurt. And here they came back to win the national championship. So congratulations to the Ohio State University and my alma mater, the Buckeyes. Yeah, so that's great. So thank you for letting me celebrate a little bit this morning on the Monday Morning Mailbag. And just great to be with you because it's been cold. So I hope you're enjoying a warm cup of coffee, and maybe you're by the fireside warming up because, yeah, it has been absolutely brutally cold this past week. I think one morning I woke up, it was minus 15, making my way into work. I could not believe it. Yeah, that's cold, and I don't think I don't think it got any warmer than say 12 degrees during the day. So yeah, but great to be with you. Thanks so much for tuning in. We got a great show this morning. We got a really good viewer shaving tip. We've got some shave den visits. Oh, we got some updates on the giveaway that we recently had. Of course, we're going to talk about the Monday Morning Mailbag coffee mug and some other mug designs that we offer on the storefront. Hey, the Maggard Meetup. Abene Saman sent along information regarding this year's Maggard Meetup. We're going to share that with you. We got some great refill comments. Got some new wet shave gear. We also have some great questions and comments to kind of round out the show. So great to be with you this morning. You have no idea how excited I am to share this coffee mug with you because it's been a long time coming. And again, my thanks to all the viewers for their encouragement in saying that, yeah, we would definitely love to see a Monday Morning Mailbag coffee mug. And again, there it is, Monday Morning Mailbag. Right there on the front and on the back side, a good hot coffee, a trusty mug, let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. So great to be with you. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. I hope you're staying warm. Thanks very much for tuning in. Let's kick the show off like we do every week with a viewer morning shaving tip. Well, this morning's shaving tip comes from viewer Christopher Devine, and this is a continuation of our discussion of the Murgress razor available at Bull Goose Shaving. And Christopher writes, Mark, for anyone who appreciates the look of the Bull Goose Murgress razor, but already owns a Merkur Progress, Geo Fatboy at Shave Nation offers adjustment knobs in brass, bronze, and chrome that are easy to install and cost between $55 and $60. While you won't get the tune-up that is part of the Murgress upgrade, you will get the all-metal look without having to buy a new razor. I hope your listeners find this helpful. Chris, that's an absolutely fantastic shaving tip, especially for those of us who have the Merkur Progress razor. I have one. Hang on, you know what? Let me get it. I should have brought it out. Hang on 1 minute. Let me go get it. Okay, here it is right here. The Merkur Progress right here. And of course, it's got this kind of like an off-white adjustment knob made out of plastic. And I like this, but some wet shavers would prefer to have an all-chrome look or another kind of metallic adjustment knob. And here, Geo Fatboy offers some adjustment knobs in brass, bronze, and chrome that you can very easily install in place of this adjustment knob here. So it's great to have that option. These are great razors. These adjust from like 1 to 5, 1 to 6, somewhere in there. And I don't go above 3 because it can have a little bit of a growl for me on the upper end. But a fantastic razor. Looks great. A classic looking razor. I think they first introduced this in the 1950s. And again, with this plastic adjustment knob right here, which is why I like to keep it, because it has that nostalgic 1950s kind of vibe, because this is the same kind of material, the same kind of colored knob that they had in German automobiles back in the day. So that's kind of why I like to keep that on there. But if you don't, here's another option. If you don't want to purchase a Murgress razor, and they're very, very good. Great to have both, a Murgress and also a Merkur Progress. But if you already have the Merkur Progress and just want that adjustment knob, Geo Fatboy sells them. So there you go. So thanks to Christopher Devine very, very much for passing along that shaving tip this morning. And he already has a George sketch, and he sent a photo, and he has it framed up. And I looked at it, and I thought, well, wait a minute, Christopher, I'm flattered and honored that you framed it up. But, I never signed or dated your particular sketch. So to make it up to you, I'm going to send you another sketch with my signature and date on it right there for you and only you. So there it is, January 27th, 2025, and it's signed. My apology, I don't know how I forgot to sign that sketch that you have there, and I'm very, very flattered that you framed it up. So you're going to get another one. Usually it's one shave tip, one sketch, but you know what? That was a terrible oversight on my part, so I do apologize. So this one is signed and for you. I'm pretty sure I have your email address. I'm pretty sure you emailed me your snail mail address, so I will look that up. But just in case, please email me your snail mail address to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and I will send this to you post haste. And if you out there would like an original signed George sketch, just send me a shaving tip. Send that shaving tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And if I use it here on the Viewer Morning Shaving Tip segment of the Monday Morning Mailbag, you too will receive an original signed George sketch. So Chris, thanks very, very much for a great shaving tip and passing along a heads up on an additional component, additional adjustment knob that fellow wet shavers can get for their Mercure Progress from Shave Nation. Chris, thanks again very, very much. Well, we have some Shave Den visits this morning, and we're going to kick it off with something from Bill Murphy, who writes, "Hi, Mark. I have received my order from Etsy and reorganized my shave den, which is really our guest bathroom. We live in a townhouse with very small bathrooms. The guest bathroom is actually bigger than the master bathroom. In the pictures, you can see the sink, and to the right is the over-the-toilet shelving. To the left of the shelving is the bathtub shower, so it is a very small shave den. In the after photos, you can see I have my 3 favorite razors. They are the Timeless TI .68 in polished and machine finish, and the Timeless .68 stainless steel machine finish. The brushes are the Phoenix Shaving Starcraft and the Timeless Adjustable with a Phoenix Shaving Roswell Hybrid Synth Knot 26 millimeters. Also on the sink is the travel size of a Thayer's Witch Hazel. I refill this with the full-size bottle and keep the travel size on the sink to save room. On the shelf in the brush stand, from left to right, is the Phoenix Shaving Peregrino, the Phoenix Shaving Amber Aerolite, the Phoenix Shaving Cyclotrode X, the Phoenix Shaving Doppler, the Simpson Trafalgar T3 Sovereign Fiber Patriot, and a Kin Surfs brush. I have more brushes and knots in a storage bin, but these are the ones I use the most. The lather bowl is from Gruner Pottery on Etsy. On the top shelf is my shave soap. These are the soaps I plan on using this week with the aftershave on the right. My other soaps are stored in our spare bedroom. In the picture, I have all Phoenix Shaving soap, but I do have other soaps such as Sterling, Ariana and Evans, Strike Gold, and others. All I have to do is mark some labels for the soaps so I can see which ones they are when they are in the stand. Etsy is a great place to look for your shaving needs. You can also find great deals on vintage shaving items, including vintage razors. These stands are from the Wet Shaving by Steve Etsy store, and he provided a link, and we will provide that link below. He also says the small shelf above the razor stand holding my toothbrush and toothpaste is from Amazon, and we'll also provide that link. He has a link to the lather bowl, both the Etsy store for the Gruner Pottery and also Gruner Pottery's main website. So we will provide both of those links. Mark, have a great week, and I'm looking forward to the next 3MB. Thanks, Bill Murphy. Bill, thanks so much for sharing your shave den with everyone this morning and how you used all these great items from Etsy to reorganize everything in such a small yet intimate shave den space. Let's put it to you that way. I think it looks great. You have everything where you want it, and yeah, it's very intimate. Let's put it to that. Let's describe it that way. Not small, it's very intimate and very personalized. Yeah, I think that's the way to look at it. So thanks very much for sharing that with us this morning, Bill. Really do appreciate it. Hey, we got this from James Sefton, who wrote, "Hey, Mark, after watching the Monday Morning Mailbag today, I reached for my Pearl Flexi, my Sterling Soap shaving brush, John from Shaving Soap and Splash, And now I'm drinking coffee and watching the inauguration. Hey, James, thanks very, very much for that. That's great. And that Sterling Soap shaving brush, does that have is that a butterscotch Thanks Mom handle? That looks absolutely beautiful. I'm going to have to look that one up. That is absolutely beautiful. So thanks very much for sending that along. And that Pearl Flexi, yeah, that is a terrific razor. Nice price point, just from 1 to 6, two-piece razor, very well made. Has a little more growl for me above, say, 2.5, 3, but does a fine job in delivering a really, really wonderful, wonderful shave. So thanks very much for sharing those elements from your shave den this morning, James. Really do appreciate that. And thanks for sharing a cup of coffee with us on the Monday Morning Mailbag. We also received this from Bjarne Solhog. Now, he sent a shaving tip in recently. We sent him a George sketch. And he wrote, hello, Mark. I hope you're enjoying a wonderful day today. Thank you so much for the drawing that arrived in excellent condition yesterday. I attach a photo of the Edwin Jagger Mach 3 handle I mentioned in my shaving tip note. It is very elegant and comfortable. Best wishes, Bjarne Solhog. And that comes from Bjarne all the way from Norway. How about that? So a George sketch all the way in Norway. So thanks very much, Bjarne, for the report. I'm so glad it arrived to you intact and in good shape. That's wonderful to hear, especially going through some really, really cold weather this time of year. That's really, really terrific to hear. So George is now in Norway. That's wonderful. And thanks very much for the photo of the Edwin Jagger Mach 3 handle, because Bjarne's shave tip in a previous Monday Morning Mailbag was, if you're going to travel and you can't check luggage and you have to take a flight, these Edwin Jagger custom handles for the Mach 3 cartridge heads are really, really terrific. Very comfortable, very elegant, as he says, and will make up a little bit for the lack of having a safety razor on your trip. It was a really, really terrific shaving tip. And again, Bjarne, thanks very much for passing that along. We really do appreciate it. So glad George is in Norway now. And my thanks to all three gentlemen, Bill Murphy, James Sefton, and Bjarne Solhog, for the great, great Shave Den visits this morning. Gentlemen, thanks again very, very much. Viewer Abene Samant dropped us a line and let us know that the Maggard Meetup date is set and tickets go on sale in February. I believe it's February. Well, here, we'll let him explain. Dear Mark, I've been checking the Maggard's website, and I just noticed that they have posted information for the next meetup for 2025. Here it is right here. Tickets go on sale February 7th. And it says here, Maggard Razors is hosting our 8th annual wet shaving meetup. The date is April 26, 2025, from 12 noon to 5 p.m. And the location, of course, is 124 South Winter Street, Adrian, Michigan, 49221. I hope you and your family are doing well, and hopefully I'll get to meet you again this spring. All the best, Abby. Yeah, Abby, I plan on being there. When tickets go on sale on February 7th, I am going to get one, absolutely. Now, tickets are $35. Again, they go on sale at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on February 7th, 2025. And again, the date of the meetup is April 26, 2025, from 12 noon to 5 p.m. And they write here, in 2024, we saw over 200 attendees and 18 vendors, making it one of the largest wet shaving events in the USA. This year, the event will be capped at 220 attendees and 20 vendors, and we're charging a nominal ticket fee to secure your spot. You'll receive a $12 meal voucher for a participating restaurant in downtown Adrian, free soft drinks, water, and a selection of beer and hard seltzers for the day, entrance into drawings for door prizes, guaranteed 100+ winners chosen, some big ticket items to all ticket holders purchased before 4/24/2025. So you have to purchase your ticket before April 24th to make sure that you're going to be in that door prize selection, the door prize hopper. That's the way I read that. Guaranteed samples and freebies from most of the vendors in attendance. A massive pay it forward table. So they have a discussion and rules regarding how you can contribute to that. The opportunity to meet and greet some of the wet shaving's most popular artists and vendors. So far confirmed at the time I'm recording this: Shannon Soaps, Through the Fire Fine Crafts, Holy Caw, and Wolf Whiskers. Oh, Wolf Whiskers, yeah. Peter Wolf, those are great brushes. Yeah, you want to get one. That way, no waiting list. You could buy one right there, absolutely. And Holy Caw, great shaving soap. Shannon Soaps, very, very good. North Olmsted, Ohio, right here in Northeast Ohio. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. Notable guests to be announced. And they have some other information regarding food choices like Culver's and Chomp Burger and some others up there. So really, really looking forward to this year's Maggard Meetup on April 26th. Let me get that again. Yes, Maggard Meetup, April 26, 2025, from 12 noon to 5 p.m. in Adrian, Michigan. Tickets go on sale at 11 a.m. February 7th, 2025. $35 a ticket. Wow, I'm going to get a ticket. I hope to see you there. Thanks again, Abby. Really do appreciate it. Well, here's another reminder that the channel now has AutoDub technology from Google and YouTube. So if English isn't your strong suit, you can listen to this broadcast in Italian, German, Portuguese, Spanish, or French on the fly in real time. Pretty amazing technology. All you have to do is hit the gear on the lower right of the video screen, and a pop-up menu will come up. And from there, you can select your audio track. You can select Italian, German, Portuguese, Spanish, or French. And AutoDub, again, will automatically translate this broadcast and all the videos on the channel from English into any one of those languages. Again, Italian, German, Portuguese, Spanish, or French. Pretty amazing. So again, AutoDub available on the channel for all those viewers out there who would like to hear it in their native tongue. And all you got to do is click on that little gear and select your language. And if you're using it, please comment below and let us know how it works for you. Well, here's your weekly reminder that the Monday Morning Mailbag is also available as a podcast. Simply get up to your favorite streaming service and search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more, Monday Morning Mailbag and more. And the Monday Morning Mailbag podcast, as well as our other podcast, Second Cup, will come right up. Both of those podcasts are available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube, and now iHeartRadio. Well, this morning we have an update on the giveaway that we recently did here on the channel. Chris Bodrab very kindly sent along some custom artisan-made shave brush handles, and we gave away 3 of them this past week. And the first prize winner was Jonathan P857, also known as Jonathan Peoples. He contacted the channel with his address, and we sent it to him, and we are awaiting word that he has received it. And also, Alan Bagby was our original winner. We didn't hear from him for the longest time, and he finally turned up. So we went ahead and sent him also a shave brush handle. We heard from him with his shipping information, and we sent his shave brush handle to him. So we are awaiting word from him when he receives it. And our second prize winner was JR 1430. JR 1430. So we haven't heard from JR 1430 yet. In his comment, he wrote, "Great Monday Morning Mailbag, Mark. Nice brush handles and excellent shaving." So JR 1430, you are the second prize winner. We haven't heard from you. So please email me your snail mail address. Email that to mondaymailbag@gmail.com. mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and we will send you your prize. You are the second prize winner. You have won one of these beautiful shave brush handles from CB Brushworks and Chris Bodrab. So I just wanted to give you that update that 2 out of the 3 shave brush handles have been claimed. We're still waiting to hear from JR 1430. So please, JR 1430, mondaymailbag@gmail.com. Send me your shipping address, and we will send that to you post haste. And again, congratulations to all the winners, and a big thank you to Chris Bodrab of CB Brushworks for very kindly sponsoring this giveaway. Thanks again, Chris. Really do appreciate it. All right, as promised, an overview of the coffee mugs that are available so far on our storefront, George Toon Shaving. That's the name of the storefront, George Toon Shaving. And we'll get a screenshot of it there for you so you can take a look at it. George Toon Shaving, there it is right there. Really excited about the items for sale up there. And we're going to show you what we have for sale in the way of coffee mugs. Again, this is the 15-ounce Monday Morning Mailbag coffee mug that I showed you at the beginning of the show. The Monday Morning Mailbag logo on the front, and on the back, a good hot coffee, a trusty mug, let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. Now, this is the 15-ounce size right here, and it also comes in an 11-ounce size. So a little smaller, but looks just as great. And again, the logo, let me set this one down here. Let me set the 15-ouncer down here. The logo on the front, and on the back, again, a good hot coffee, trusty mug, let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen, right there on the back. So that's the 15-ounce and the 11-ounce Monday Morning Mailbag coffee mugs right there. We also have this coffee mug right here. This is the George Shaving 30 Degrees coffee mug right here. This is the 15-ounce version. So there's George holding that safety razor that you see so very often in our wet shaving tip intro. There he is in full color. And it came out beautiful. I mean, look at that, just beautiful. Looks absolutely great. And on the back, it says 30 degrees, a light touch. Let the razor do all the work, gentlemen, right there on the back. How about that, huh? Isn't that great? And again, 15-ounce and also 11-ounce. So there it is in 11-ounce. Let me put this one down so I'm not dropping anything. There it is, 11-ounce right there. And right there on the back. Right? Okay, so that's the 30 degrees George coffee mug. We also have one that I absolutely love. This is a comic strip that wraps all the way around the coffee mug here, a George comic strip. And let me read it to you here. On the first panel, it has to do with shaving. On the first panel, Wiley says, I invented a new safety razor, but for some reason, no one wants to buy it. And then George asks him, what's it called? And Wiley says, the ouch. They got the safety razor there. I thought that was a funny comic strip when I drew it up. And again, that comic strip, the comic strip coffee mug is available, and 15-ounce and also in an 11-ounce version right here. Again, there's the comic strip that wraps all the way around like that. And I thought that was a lot of fun. And again, these came out looking great, just absolutely looking great. I'm so impressed with the quality of how the cartoon images is transferred so nicely to these mugs. And they got a great gloss to them, and dishwasher safe, microwave safe, and really, really terrific looking mug. And we have one more. This one is only available in a 15-ounce size, and this is kind of a generic cartoon idea here. And here's this gentleman, this guy, stranded on a desert island, and he's got a sign that says, need coffee. I like this one a lot. And yeah, need coffee right there. And of course, on the other side, we have the George logo. So you know it's a George Toon Shaving coffee mug. So that's what we have available on the store in the way of coffee mugs. We also have this design right here on a sweatshirt. George right here, and underneath it says Boom Lather. So we also have that available. I don't have a sample of that yet because that was kind of a last minute decision to include that. So if you happen to order that, let me know how you like it. Now, here's the other big news regarding the launch of this storefront. 20% off for the next 2 weeks. So that's 20% off the price of these coffee mugs. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. So looking forward to seeing what everyone thinks about them. So let me know what you think. If you order any of these, let me know how you like them. And snap a photo, send it in, and we'll share those photos of you and your George Monday Morning Mailbag or any of these other coffee mugs with all the viewers out there. So looking forward to hearing your feedback on these mugs. But I'm so absolutely thrilled that these mugs are now a reality, and that George, my cartoon character, is gracing these coffee mugs. And I just want to thank all the viewers out there for your encouragement. You made this possible. Your encouragement and your feedback kept me searching for an answer, and the planets aligned and everything came together. And here it is now, the Monday Morning Mailbag coffee mug and other coffee mugs. You made this possible, and I thank you all very, very much. So we'll have a link in the description below to the George Toon Shaving Store, where you can check out all these coffee mugs. And it'll be the very first link you see below the timestamps. So click on that link, check it out, let me know what you think. Again, if you get any of these coffee mugs, snap a photo of them, send them to the show, and we'll share it with all the viewers out there, and let me know what you think of them. So thanks again very, very much to all the viewers out there. Really do appreciate it. George Toon Shaving, Monday Morning Mailbag, coffee mugs, and other designs available right now at the George Toon Shaving storefront. Well, what do you know? Coffee's getting low, that time of the show. Let's go back for a refill. Well, hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. I hope you went back for a refill. I sure did. Hang on, let me get a sip here. That is marvelous. That is a really, really wonderful cup of coffee. Again, big thank you to Bill and Connie Murphy for sending along Copper Moon Coffee Caramel Vanilla. Absolutely marvelous, marvelous coffee. This is a medium roast, handcrafted on Earth. I just noticed that. Handcrafted on Earth. That's brilliant. I like that. What a great marketing line. Absolutely fantastic, but a really, really good, flavorful cup of coffee. Like this one a lot. And again, a big thank you to Bill and Connie Murphy for very kindly sending it along to the channel. And once again, we're using the official George Monday Morning Mailbag coffee mug, now available on our storefront, George Toon Shaving. So we'll have a link below. Check it out. And I am just so delighted and elated with how these came out. It just looks wonderful. And a big, big thank you to Whitney for providing all the missing pieces and getting this done. And once I kind of was set on that path, then everything kind of came together to design the mugs. And it's one thing to see the mugs on screen, but then when you order some samples to actually look and see how the transfer came out, I was just really, really thrilled with how they look. So very, very happy about that. And again, thanks to all the viewers out there for your encouragement. It kept me going and pointed me in a direction to get this done. And I am just so very, very happy with the way they came out and the selection of mugs that we have on the storefront. And it's just really, really terrific. And don't forget, 20% off for the next 2 weeks. We've got that promotion going on to kind of kick off the sale of the mugs. So again, if you get a mug, snap a picture of you in the mug and send it into the Monday Morning Mailbag, and we'll share it with all the viewers out there. We'll kind of have a Monday Morning Mailbag coffee mug club going on. Any of the mugs will show on the broadcast. So great to be with you this morning. And again, congratulations. Thanks for indulging me on this. Congratulations to the Ohio State University Buckeyes, Ohio State national champs. Absolutely fantastic. That was a big, big thrill because, again, we took a whipping against that team up north. They really took it to us. And for Ohio State to come back after that loss and win the national championship, wow, what a great comeback. And I don't have cable, so I didn't watch the game, but I listened to the game on the Ohio State Radio Network, and I listened to Paul Keels and Jim Lachey call the game. Paul Keels, a veteran broadcaster with the Ohio State Ohio State Football Radio Network. He does the play-by-play. Great job. And Jim Lachey does the color commentary. Great. It was just great to listen to them on the radio out of WREO, on WREO out of Ashtabula. I can get them on the radio, or I can get them on my Amazon Echo device. And, while I'm listening to the game, I'm editing shave review videos. And I got 2 of them done during the course of listening to the game. So it was a very productive evening and a very satisfying win for the Buckeyes. So congratulations again to the Ohio State University Buckeyes football team for being national champions. And again, thanks very much for indulging me on that. Very happy about that. Very happy about the coffee mug. And very happy that you're tuning in this morning. Let's get to some of these refill comments. Rob Miller wrote, great show, Mark. The shaving tip today was right on point. Hey, Rob, thanks very much. That was the shaving tip in a previous Monday morning mailbag. I think it was last week from John Ford regarding how he uses magnets to track razor blade usage. If you missed it, check out last week's Monday morning mailbag. A great, great shaving tip. So thanks again for the endorsement on that, Rob. And thanks again to John Ford for a really, really terrific shaving tip. Viewer Steve M. 1563 wrote, back when I was in college, everyone had to take turns doing chores. No break on the house bill. For a while, I was the milkman. I would have to pick up, I think, around 8 gallons every day for dinner and breakfast. Fun memories. Yeah, this is in relation to my memories of being in the Phi Kappa Tau fraternity at the corner of 15th and Indianola and working in the kitchen. And I got a few bucks off of the house bill, but it was great. I set up breakfast and I worked lunch and dinner and, washed dishes and set up tables and, cleaned up and all that. And it was a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed it. And then after I was done with that, then I'd sit back and I have a cup of coffee with my fraternity brother, Rick Ronk, and we would go over a few things and just kind of kick back and just relax. And then after that cup of coffee, isn't that something? I was having a cup of coffee back then after working in the kitchen with Rick and Larry. And then it was off to the library to get some study time in for midterms and papers and whatever else. Yeah, fun memories. Thanks very much for that, Steve. Really do appreciate it. Wittar 7090. Oh, he left this comment in second cup. Now, let me give you a little bit of background. We talked about water and how wonderful it is that we can turn on our faucets and get all this wonderful water at our fingertips for our traditional wet shave. And the reason why I mentioned that is because I shared once more how Jim from Northfield very kindly and generously sent along a Rockwell 6S razor to the channel. And I was so flattered by that. And I was wondering, what would be the best way to say thank you? Now, I did thank him, but the next day was Sunday, and I went to Mass, and there was a missionary there who was talking about how he was working in Central America and other poor countries, building housing and providing running water in these homes. And the people who were receiving these homes with running water were thrilled because they didn't have to go down to a public well to get water. They had running water in their homes, and they were so grateful for that. And I thought, wow, we take it for granted. We just turn a faucet and we get water. So I donated the full amount of that 6S to that mission, and kind of paid it forward. And that brought about Wittar's comment here, Wittar 7090. Hi, Mark. Regarding the comments on having running water, I lived in third world countries for a few years. Clean running water was a true premium. The key word in the last sentence is clean. It applied to all 3 countries in Asia in which I lived. Even in Western hotels, one had to be extra cautious when using even running water. One of my colleagues would get very sick when he visited. He was careful not to drink the water out of a faucet, eat fresh veggies or fruit unless it could be peeled. He finally figured out he was getting sick from the water when he showered. He would keep his mouth open and water would get in his mouth. When I would come back to Western countries, I always felt incredibly fortunate for the things I had access to. It is thought-provoking what many of us take for granted. Have a great week. Widar, thank you very, very much for that comment. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, you turn on the water, you get clean running water. Wow, yeah, very, very lucky. Count your blessings. Thanks very much for that, Widar. Really do appreciate it. Indy Shaver writes about this is about Dan Blackshear's T.N. Dickinson's Witch Hazel tip. And he writes, "Hey Mark, great info-packed 3MB. I appreciate the tip on adding a few drops of a favorite splash to T.N. Dickinson's Witch Hazel. My only complaint on their Witch Hazel is the scent. I'm not a big fan of that scent." Well, my guess is, Indy Shaver, is that that's probably just the natural witch hazel that you're picking up. Because there's no added scent to that. There's no added aloe vera. And I think that's why it comes in at such an attractive, low price point. Walmart locally here has a 16 fluid ounce bottle for $3.64. So it's just witch hazel. So maybe that's just the natural witch hazel scent that you're picking up. Not entirely sure. Me, I'm not really getting much of a scent from it at all that kind of registers with me. Maybe I'm used to the witch hazel scent. I don't know. But yeah, Dan Blackshear had a really, really great tip about adding a few drops of your favorite splash to the T.N. Dickinson's to kind of add a scent to it if you didn't like that natural witch hazel scent. So Indy Shaver, thanks very much for that. Really do appreciate it. Andrew Hill, 1965, wrote, "Great show as always. On the subject of unscented witch hazel, Paul H. uses drops of essential oils to make different scented witch hazel. It's a nice way to make several different bottles of different scented ones." Again, great show and stay warm out there. Hey, you know what? We'll link to Paul H's YouTube channel, so you can seek out that particular video. If we can find the link to that, we will provide it, but otherwise we'll link to his channel. And that is a great idea. A couple of drops of essential oil to the T.N. Dickinson's Witch Hazel. Hey, Andrew, thanks very much for passing that along. Viewer Jay Hipple writes, regarding TSA and Supply and Bevel disposable razors. Oh yeah, we had this discussion last week on whether or not you can take the Supply disposable razor and the Bevel disposable razor in your carry-on because the blades are fixed in there and they are single edge and double edge razors, but the blade is fixed inside the razor head. So it might qualify as a cartridge razor. Anyhow, Jay Hipple writes, regarding TSA and Supply and Bevel disposable razors. No problems with the Supply SE disposable and TSA whatsoever. I tried the Bevel disposable and they took it on the first flight. So it looks like the Bevel's a no-go, the Supply is a go. That's what it looks like. Let me read that again. No problems with the Supply SE disposable and TSA whatsoever. I tried the Bevel disposable and they took it on the first flight. So it looks like the Bevel disposable DE razor, because I think that disposable is DE. TSA is saying, nah, it's not going to fly with us. But the Supply SE disposable looks like it's TSA friendly. So Jay Hipple, thanks very much for confirming that. If anyone else out there has tried the Bevel disposable razor in your carry-on, please comment below and let us know what the results of taking that along in your carry-on. Would really be interested to hear if you had a similar result or if they confiscated it. So thanks again, Jay Hipple. Really do appreciate it. Ken Williams wrote, wonderful Monday morning mailbag, Mark. Cold here in Utah also, 15 degrees. Well, it was minus 15 the other morning last week. Wow. But 15 degrees is very, very cold. I shave my head and face every other day. Because I do both at the same time, I consider that 2 shaves, and I toss the blade when I'm done. I can do that because buying in bulk makes them very affordable. Stay warm. You know what? I did that the other day, Ken. I had a face shave and a head shave at the same time, and you can see I need a head shave, and I also have not yet shaved, and I might shave after the show. I might wait one more day because we're looking at a new razor in new wet shave gear, courtesy of Colonel Mully, so stay tuned for that. It kind of falls into our discussion of, how do I want to say it? Yeah, the travel, putting in your DOP kit, that sort of thing. I won't spoil it for you. Just we'll talk about a new wet shave gear. But yeah, I do need a head shave and I do need a face shave. And again, I like to kind of hold that face shave for after the show or the next day, get a little more beard growth so that folks out there who say they can't see my beard will see that I have a little bit of whisker there. Anyhow, yes, thanks very much for the tip on 2 shaves all at the same time. I did that the other day and it worked very, very well. So I might consider doing that on the days that I'm not recording and reviewing, just to kind of get them done. But usually what I'm doing is I'll shave, I'll do a face shave and do a review, and then in the evening, I'll do an evening head shave. I like the feel of doing the evening head shave and just having that clean shaved feel on the head when my head hits the pillow at night. I like that a lot. It's a great feeling. So yeah, but I have done both at the same time, and but usually break it up, during the day and then in the evening. So thanks very much for that, Ken. I really do appreciate it. Bart Buzz wrote, Monday morning mailbag time. As always, lots of info. When it comes to witch hazel, I started out with a half full bottle of T.N. Dickinson's that my wife no longer wanted. When I compared the price of Thayer's and T.N. Dickinson's, sticking with T.N. Dickinson's was a no-brainer for me. The winter blast has reached the deep south. It was 13 degrees in Georgia this morning. When it comes to AC, you'd love it in Georgia when the temperature is 95 degrees and the humidity is 80%. We set the thermostat to 68 degrees in the winter and 75 degrees in the summer. Have a great week and stay warm. Hey, yeah, I saw the South. Texas, Beth Jones in Texas was telling me they got some snow. And all along Pensacola and into Georgia and along, I think, the Carolinas, they got some snow. And I think some of those states had record snowfall, like the first time in like 81 years. That's pretty amazing. So Bart, thanks very much for that comment and also for endorsing T.N. Dickinson's. Yeah, a great price, a great witch hazel. Thayer's very, very good, but a lot of wet shavers out there are looking at T.N. Dickinson's because of that really, really nice price point and the fact that it's the classic witch hazel. So thanks again, Bart, for that. Really do appreciate it. Oh, this comes from Lindsay. Hi, Mark. Your 3MBs are always a wealth of information. Well, that is because of all the viewers out there. Again, Lindsay, my thanks to all the viewers out there for contributing to this show and to the channel. I say it all the time. Without you, this microphone would be silent, and I mean that sincerely. The viewers make the show. They really, really do, and they also make the channel. Thank you for all the time and effort you put into each video you share. I learned something new from each video. Regards, Lindsay. Well, I learned something new from each video as well because it's the viewers who are passing along this great information, or they're passing along an item for review, or they're giving the history of the traditional wet shave, or any other piece of wealth of information out there. It really is amazing. The wet shaving community is wonderful. They're very generous with their time and their information, their tips, their tricks. And I look forward to doing the show every week because there is such a wonderful wealth of information and contribution from the wet shaving community. So again, my thanks to everyone out there. And Lindsay, thanks very much for the kind words, but allow me to extend that to the community out there, all the viewers, because they're the ones who provide all this great information. So from Lindsay to all the viewers out there, thank you very much. Roderick McLeod writes, Hiya, Mark, great 3MB regarding winter air and temperatures in the house. Body temperature drops while sleeping. Ever notice how hard it is to sleep on a really warm night? The brain has to cool off to fall asleep. The Germans are known for their practice of Luften or Stoßluften. I hope I pronounced that. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Maybe Christian Ortlip or Winfried Whitcup could correct me on the pronunciation. Stossluften, basically opening the windows during the winter to let fresh air in and humid air out. They'll bundle up and open all the windows in the house to allow for air exchange. One of the things it does is prevent frost and condensation on windows. Modern energy-efficient windows prevent the frost and condensation, but Germans are gonna German. The fresh air has got to be good, though. Modern American central air systems even have air exchange systems with a regenerative heat exchanger because newer houses are very airtight. Hey, Roderick, thanks very much for all that great information. Now you know, folks. And again, this came about because of one of the viewers asked me why I wear layers. It's because I keep the house a little cooler during the winter and I prefer to wear layers and save on my heating bill. And I also feel that it helps my body adapt seasonally to the different change of temperatures. So I don't run the air conditioning that often during the summer. I want my body to kind of adapt to it. And I've heard, and again, comment below if you've heard the same, that it's probably better to just kind of let your body adapt, especially in the summer, unless it gets really, really hot. But let your body adapt in the summer, because if you have your house really, really cool and then you go out into a really, really hot environment, not too good. And some folks will get sick from that kind of change in temperature, that sudden change in temperature. So I prefer to kind of let my body adapt seasonally. However, on those really, really hot days, hot, humid days, as Bart mentioned, in Georgia, high humidity, really, really hot temperatures, then I'll flip on the air conditioning. No doubt about it. So Roderick, thanks again for that. Really do appreciate it. Oh, this comes from Rick Festa. Your face, your rules. It was me, Rick Festa from Rochester, New York, and fellow Phi Tau. Rick, thank you very much. We were trying to figure out who coined the phrase, your face, your rules, Rick Festa. Rick, thank you very much. That was such a great addition to the Monday Morning Mailbag and channel. Really, really do appreciate it. So that's where it originates, folks. Your face, your rules was coined by Rick Festa, a fellow member of the Phi Kappa Tau fraternity. Hey, Rick, that's absolutely great. I was Phi Kappa Tau Gamma Chapter, the Ohio State University. And he also writes here, also the proud recipient of a George Toon sketch dated February 22nd, 2021. Wow, I'm flattered by that. I can't believe that next month it'll be 4 years that you've had the sketch? You know what? I am so very honored by that, knowing that viewers out there, fellow wet shavers out there, have these George shaving tip sketches that go back to 2019, 2020, 2021. That is 2022. I mean, 23, 22. That's just, I'm very, very flattered by that. Thank you very much for that, Rick. That's great. He continues here. Many years ago, I mentored a couple of friends into their wet shaving journey and quickly learned not everything works the same way for everybody. We each have different beard and skin types. We also each have our own personal preferences as to scents and different products. I guess that's what makes life and shaving so interesting. I hope everyone embraces their own preferences and the choices of others as we all shave on. Hey, Rick, absolutely 100% agree with you. And thank you very much for the background and the history on how you came up with your face, your rules. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for coining the phrase. It encapsulates your explanation here. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for letting us know that you're the one who coined that phrase, your face and your rules. Again, a great addition to the Monday Morning Mailbag and to the channel. Thank you so very, very much. And thank you again for hanging on to the George sketch. I'm very, very flattered by that. Viewer Ken Frederick writes, another solid installment of 3MB as usual. I've been championing T.N. Dickinson's Witch Hazel for quite a while now due to its quality and price point. Good to see more people coming around to it. Take care, Mark. Hey, Ken, thanks very, very much. Thanks very much for talking about T.N. Dickinson's and making everyone aware of it. It really is a solid performer, at a great price point. It's, I guess I would describe it as a classic witch hazel. So thanks for confirming that, and thanks for letting everyone else know that it's available. Really do appreciate it, Ken. Thank you very, very much. This comes from Hip Flipped. Hip Flipped. King C was awful for me. Totally ineffective, even with a sharp blade. Landfill now. I am so sorry to hear that. We talked about the King C Gillette razor. A lot of wet shavers like it a lot. I'm so sorry that you had a bad experience with it. Could have been a quality control issue, not entirely sure. But very sorry to hear that. Again, your mileage may vary with this, but that's the first time I've ever heard anyone say anything bad about the King C Gillette razor. When we first got it in the Shave Den, we just loved it. And a lot of other wet shavers out there really, really like the King C Gillette razor. So please comment below and let us know your experiences with the King C Gillette razor. Hip Flipped, I'm so sorry that you had a bad experience with the King C Gillette. As a matter of fact, I gave one to my nephew Mike, and he loved it. He's doing the traditional wet shave, and he absolutely loved the King C Gillette. I gave it to him as a starter razor. He liked it a lot. So very, very surprised by that. Viewer David V 4444 writes, I'm a razor snob and I have many of the high-end offerings. I also heavily use Razor Rock, but I bought one of these, tried it, and was blown away. An excellent shave, every bit as good as my Game Changer .68, Rockwell 6S Plate 3, Charcoal Level 2, Razor Rock MJ90A, which is the Jagger DE89, and the 34C DE89 and R89. My carve is a bit more smooth, but wow, this really is a good shaver. And what razor is he talking about? The King C Gillette. Yeah, he left that comment in the review that we originally did 4 years ago in the King C Gillette, because the previous comment just recently popped up because that particular viewer happened to see that video. And I read his comment, and then I found David V's comment here on how much he likes the King C Gillette and compares it to all those other great razors. So again, your mileage may vary, but David V, thanks very, very much for confirming how wonderful the King C Gillette razor is. Really, really do appreciate it. Viewer Bill Murphy writes, great show, Mark, as always. Just by chance, I have Classico arriving today and can't wait to try it. Yeah, it's wonderful. Classic bay rum. Let us know how you like it, Bill. Really do appreciate it. He continues here. The Goodfellas Smile Scuttle looks like it may be a little smaller and more comfortable to work with than the one I have. I Googled the grapefruit bowl and found the exact same bowl on eBay, and it's advertised as a grapefruit bowl. We love Snoopy and have a large collection of Snoopy items. Have a wonderful week. Yeah, Bob Mykowski showed us a grapefruit bowl that can be used as a lathering bowl. And just do a Google search on eBay or a search on eBay, and these grapefruit bowls should come up. Thanks very much for that tip, Bill. Really, really do appreciate it. And yeah, I like Snoopy too. We've been talking about Snoopy lately on the Monday Morning Mailbag, Snoopy and the Red Bear and that sort of thing. So yeah, who doesn't like Snoopy? Yeah, very, very much loved cartoon character. Yeah. Thanks very much for that, Bill. Really do appreciate it. Hey, Jimmy V Photography wrote, you were the one who turned me on to Phoenix shaving. It was in a review for Droid Black, which I'm wearing now. Now, thousands of dollars of soft and hardware. I'm glad you did. I totally agree with you about Tombstone, and I love that scent. Leather and gunpowder in a bottle. Old West for sure. Hey, Jimmy, thanks very much for confirming how great the shave soaps from Phoenix Shaving are. They lather a treat. They really, really are wonderful. I love Formula CK6. A lot of great artisan shave soaps out there, and Phoenix Shaving is one of the best. They really make some great, great shave soaps and some wonderful, wonderful scents. Tombstone, I think you meant Boomtown. That's what I was talking about. And yeah, it's a great, great leather, bay rum, gunpowder kind of scent. Old West for sure. And Droid Black, that's one I'm going to have to put back in my rotation. So thanks very much for the reminder on that. Really do appreciate it, Jimmy. And I'm so glad that you're enjoying the shaving soaps and the scents from Phoenix Shaving. And that wraps up this week's refill segment. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some new wet shaving gear. Well, we have another wonderful offering from Ariane Evans. Here it is right here, Dorado Shaving Cream. Boy, is this a marvelous, marvelous scent. Also love the labeling and the fonts on there. Just absolutely fantastic. It's a shaving cream. Oh, what a marvelous scent. Right there, brand new tub of their shaving cream, and their shaving cream makes these beautiful lathers that are very, very slick. Love their shaving creams. Absolutely top shelf. And again, this scent is marvelous. This is inspired by Nasamado Duro. Here are the scent notes: almond, cinnamon, heliotropine, cassis, orris, patchouli, white flowers, cedar, leather, and woods. Oh, this is definitely a luxurious scent, and that's the word they use in their product description. Here's what they have to say about it. Experience the captivating aroma of freshly cut Milano leather, enhanced by a dash of cassis, a dark and addictive scent that instantly transports you to a luxurious world. Absolutely, this has got that kind of scent. Boy, that's absolutely marvelous. They continue here. Surrounded by extravagant antique furniture, leather bags, and fur coats up for auction, this scent evokes a sensory journey of opulence and elegance. Absolutely 100%. Boy, this is a beautiful, beautiful scent. Very refined, very gentlemanly, very luxurious. Now, we're going to get a review done on it, but if you want to see a review right now, Long Island Shaving has a review posted on his channel. We'll link to his channel, and we'll also link to the review he has on Dorado so you can see it in action. And we're going to get a review done as well and get it posted ASAP, because I love the shaving cream that Ariana and Evans creates. Again, very slick, beautiful lathers, really remarkable, remarkable shaving creams, top shelf stuff. And this scent is marvelous. Now, oh, it's really nice. It's not overwhelming, but I'm thinking that when you make a lather with it, it's going to bloom a little bit more as well. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. So this really is a marvelous, marvelous scent from Ariana and Evans. Dorado, again, Long Island Shaving has a review of this shave cream. He also uses the Ariana and Evans H2C hybrid razor. Open comb on one side, straight bar on the other side. Is an absolutely marvelous razor. Did a head shave with it, loved it. Absolutely loved doing a head shave with this razor. It really is another wonderful item from Ariana and Evans. So check them both out. Dorado Shave Cream and the H2C Hybrid Razor from Ariana and Evans. My thanks to Peter Sharkalis for very kindly sending these along to the channel and allowing me to share them with all the viewers. And check out Long Island Shaving's review of Dorado using the H2C razor. Check it out. We'll have links below. Well, we talked about it on last week's Second Cup and promised to mention it again here on this morning's Monday Morning Mailbag. Available right now in its own release from Phoenix Shaving, Blue Moon Bay Rum. Yeah, this is what we received in the Advent calendar this past Christmas. And this was Ghost of Christmas Future. And as promised, Blue Moon Bay Rum is now available from Phoenix Shaving. What a marvelous, marvelous scent this is. And as they write, oh, that is a fantastic, fantastic scent. This was day one of the Advent calendar. And I'm telling you, anyone who tried this on day one absolutely loved it. And again, its own release, it's available right now. A celestial twist on a shaving classic, Blue Moon Bay Rum. Introducing Blue Moon Bay Rum, a cosmic winter delight. This is the stuff, Shave Cadets, that will see you across from these wintry shores to spring and then some. Yeah, boy, oh boy, that's a great way of describing it. With the overwhelming popularity of Blue Moon Bay rum in our holiday advent calendar, we knew we had to give this unique, addictive bay rum creation its very own full release. Now it's back and ready to elevate your winter grooming routine to interstellar heights. Heck, chances are you will be wearing this stuff all year long. It's that good. I absolutely agree. This stuff is wonderful. Oh, love, love, love this scent. Here's the scent profile. Moonflower laced with the crisp, invigorating bite of blue spruce and a playful hint of blueberry. A warm, spiced breeze of West Indian herbs, citrus, and exotic spices that anchors the scent in true Phoenix Shaving Bay rum tradition. Really, it is very, very good. It's a marvelous, marvelous bay rum scent. I like the variety of bay rum scents that Phoenix Shaving offers, and this one is absolutely top shelf. And as they ask here, what makes it special? This isn't your typical bay rum. It's a bold, imaginative evolution, blending timeless, spicy warmth with a cool, celestial edge. The delicate and ethereal moonflower adds a touch of mystery and sophistication, perfectly complementing the bright, frosty accents of blue spruce, citrus, and blueberry. Together, they create a perfect balance with the comforting, spicy richness of West Indian herbs and citrus, making it the ideal companion for chilly winter days and festive nights. All this with 0 clove. You're welcome. Yeah, this is really, really terrific. It's available in CK6, and they got a full, complete collection of Blue Moon Bay rum. We'll link the entire collection below. You can check out everything they offer in Blue Moon Bay rum. Experience the bold, sensual allure of Blue Moon Bay rum, a scent that feels like stepping into a magical winter night under a luminous blue moon. Whether you're new to bay rum or a longtime fan, this unique twist is guaranteed to make your shave den shine brighter, bluer. Add a spicy, cool bite of adventure into your winter lineup this season. Boy, absolutely fantastic. It's a great, great scent. Oh, check out the Advent Calendar review that we did day 1, 2024, and you'll see Blue Moon Bay rum in action. Really a marvelous, marvelous scent. The description that I just read to you is spot on. Great for the winter season, and it's great all year round. A really, really wonderful, unique, captivating bay rum scent from Phoenix Shaving. Blue Moon Bay rum. We'll have links below to this full release that's now available from Phoenix Shaving. Well, we have a brand new razor in the shave den, and it came courtesy of Colonel Mully all the way from Japan. Here it is, folks. This is fantastic. The Feather F3 cartridge razor. This falls right into our discussion of cartridge razors for travel, for home, putting them in our DOP kits when we can't have checked luggage on flights, that sort of thing. And he very, very kindly sent this to the channel, and we're going to do a review on this. It's the Feather F3. It's made in Japan, and it has what they call 3D pivoting action right here. And you can see it. The razor head moves in, my gosh, almost like a 360-degree kind of movement, side to side, up and down, back and forth, that sort of thing. Wow, absolutely fantastic. Suspensions on each blade. Wavy guard reduces pressure on skin. Okay, right there. Wow, this is absolutely fantastic. Let's open it up on camera right now, and we'll get a really good look at it. Hang on, let me see if I can open this up. Okay, so let me get that out. I think I can, yeah. Okay, let's take that off. Let's pull this out here. Wow. Okay, here it is in this little shell, this little clamshell, that sort of thing. Check that out. Looks like it has a guard on there, right there. I think it has a guard on there. I think that, yeah, it does have a guard. Oh, the guard clips off like this. Wow, that's nice. Look at that. That's a really neat guard. It has some little clips on there, so it actually clips and clips on. That is really nice. That's a nice feature. So it has a 3D pivoting head. Let's take that off so we can take a look at the blades there. So, oh, wow, look at that. That's how it comes off. Wow. Okay, so I had to edit here just to kind of look at it and figure it out. So it's the bottom part of the cartridge right here that you put this in. It goes in there very easily. Look at that. See how that works? I was trying to put it in the middle of the cartridge head or the top, but it's actually the bottom part that fits. Oh, look at it. Pivots this way and also pivots around like this. Wow, that's really, really very, very neat. Looking forward to using this. All right, now, Colonel Mully writes, "Hi, Mark. I hope you enjoy the Feather F3. My tip, treat this exactly like a DE. 30 degrees, light touch. Let the razor do all the work, sir. I look forward to your review from Mully." Mully, thank you very, very much. I am really looking forward to reviewing this. Now, the handle feels great in the hand. Very, very grippy. It has some nice weight to it. Not overly so, but it's not a lightweight, that's for sure. And again, I like this guard with the clips on top, so that really clips in place very, very nicely. And we also get an extra cartridge razor head with this. So that's the Feather F3 unboxing here on the channel. And again, my apologies for tearing up this information here, but all the information on how to use it is right on the inside, and we're going to review all that to figure out how it works, how it shaves, that sort of thing. And I am going to take Colonel Mully's advice, 30 degrees, light touch, let the razor do all the work, gentlemen. Yeah, really excited about this one because, again, another great option for your DOP kit or for your home shaving den, especially if it shaves like a DE. Really looking forward to this one. So a big, big thank you to Colonel Mully for very kindly sending along the Feather F3. I believe he said it's called the Samurai in Japan. But thanks very much for sending along the Feather F3. And again, look how easy that cartridge head pops off like that. Look how easy. And then to get it back on, just right there on the bottom, open that up and it clips right in. Look at that. How quick and easy was that? Once you know how to do it, very, very easy. So, yeah, this looks fantastic. The way that head moves, it's got all this pivoting action here, pivoting action here. Okay, so it's got pivoting action here on the blade, see on the blade. Then it's got pivoting action, I guess you could say, on the neck. And then it also goes back and forth like, well, I kind of popped that out. Oh, that's the race, that's the cap there. But it also goes side to side here like this. It kind of goes back and forth like this. And I don't know if I can show that to you here. Can you see that? Yeah, that's really, really neat. And again, like this guard a lot. So that's great because you can throw that in your DOP kit and those blades are going to stay protected because of those clasps on top. Another really nice bonus feature to this razor. So a big, big thank you to Colonel Mully for very kindly sending along the Feather F3. Thank you very much, Colonel Mully, all the way from Japan. Really, really do appreciate it. However, he did order this on Amazon America. So you can get this on Amazon.com. Just go up there. We'll have a link to it. That's how he did it. Known as the Samurai in Japan and the Feather F3 here in the States. So again, a big, big thank you to Colonel Mully for very, very kindly sending along the Feather F3. We're going to get a review done on it. Really, really neat razor. Thanks again, Colonel Mully. We'll have links below. Viewer Tyler Fike sent along a review of that 3D printed razor he introduced us to last week. Before we get to his written review, here's a little video of him introducing the razor.
So here is the 3D printed razor. As you can see, the blade balance and alignment is very, very good. I'm recording this one-handed, so I'm trying to figure out how I could show you loading the blade, but I will do my best. Yeah, it's a beautiful razor. Weighs nothing. Haven't shaved with it yet, but I will let you know how it goes.
Well, thanks very much for introducing the razor to us, Tyler. Here's his written review. Mark, so I had a shave with a 3D printed razor. Let me tell you, I don't think the Merkur 34C is a good comparison to it. It is much more efficient and aggressive than that. The shave was smooth, but I did nick myself twice. Once on an existing blemish I had, and once on my Adam's apple on the third pass against the grain. I think the extreme lightweight of the razor played into that. I may have pressed a little and it bit me. All in all, it was a very good shave, and I'm BBS Plus after 3 passes. I only had 1 day's worth of growth, and it was actually even less growth than usual because I shaved with my Rockwell 6S yesterday on plate number 6. You want to talk about a close shave? That's it right there. It was only the 3rd or 4th time I've used the 6 plate on my Rockwell, but I think I may start using it regularly. It was fantastic. Now, back to the 3D printed razor. It is pretty good quality, and I'd say it will last a long time. Loading the blade gets easier the more you do it. I could already tell just from the shave and practicing doing so before the shave. Very efficient, as I said, but not so aggressive that you couldn't make it a daily driver. I like it and plan to use it often. I'll include a picture I took of my Rockwell 6S loaded with a blade on the 6 plate next to this razor loaded. The blade gap is almost identical between the two. So like I said, I don't think the Merkur 34C is a good comparison. The 3D printed razor actually has a little more positive blade exposure compared to the Rockwell. So anyone who gets this razor, expect a mid to slightly above mid aggression shave with good blade feel. You could easily knock down 3 to 4 days of growth with this thing, no problem. It's definitely worth checking out, and the price for what you get is great. The shop on Etsy is Ultralight 3D Arts. Shipping was quick, and it arrived well packaged and undamaged. Talk to you soon, Mark. Hey, great to hear from you, Tyler. Thanks so much for the review. And yeah, this razor you're going to have to work with a little bit in order to understand how to load a blade. And Tyler sent along a video demonstrating just that. Take it away, Tyler.
Hello, everybody. So here is the razor. It is technically a 3-piece. I'm sorry I'm talking so quiet. My kids are asleep. Don't want to wake them up, so yeah, it's technically a 3-piece. It has your base plate comes off of your handle, and then there's your top cap, and it has a groove right there, and that's what actually rides on the post of the base plate. So your blade goes right there, and then the post slides over. So I'm going to load a blade real quick and show you. So first things first, I'll just go ahead and thread that on there. Okay. And then I have a Gillette Perm Sharp razor blade. So we will lay that on there like so. And then you will take your cap with the groove end, and let's see if I can get this in camera. You force that on. It's hard to do the way I'm standing. There we go. So you got it started on there, and slide it over till it clicks, and there it is. Pretty cool. And the blade balance, perfect. So I'm gonna have a shave with it here in a few minutes and let you know how it is. Check it out.
Hey, Tyler, thanks very much for the video demonstration on how to load the blade on this 3D printed razor. Really do appreciate it. He follows up with some email comments. Mark, it is a really neat razor, perfect for travel with how light it is and the way it breaks down. But it's definitely higher in aggression than the 34C. Still a good daily driver, but not what I would consider an autopilot razor. You need to pay attention when using it, or you're going to get some nicks. The Rockwell 6S, on the other hand, for me, is an autopilot razor. I can load a blade in it on about any plate and just shave, no thinking required. Which, of course, as we always say with anything, your mileage may vary. Tyler, thanks again for a terrific review. Thanks for the videos. Thanks for the breakdown and explanation on this 3D printed razor. Folks, we'll have a link below. Tyler, thanks again very, very much. And that wraps up this week's look at new wet shaving gear. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some of these questions and comments. Viewer Dave Richland sent along this email regarding blade gaps and exposure. And he writes, "Hi Mark, I'm always curious about the blade gaps and exposures in my razors. To learn more, I searched online and found some helpful resources. I think some in the community may appreciate this. The following graphics and links provide a clear illustration of gaps and exposures. Top image shows blade gaps of various adjustable razors with measurements in inches. Bottom two images depict blade exposure on a Gillette Slim adjustable razor. Top image, exposure at setting 1. Bottom image, exposure at setting 9. I find that a visual helps me understand how the blade gap affects the blade exposure. I hope you like this and found it useful to share. As usual, great Monday morning mailbag. And that comes from Dave Richland. Dave, thank you very, very much for the chart, the photos. Yeah, it really does illustrate the difference in blade gaps. Thanks for all the great information. And folks, he has some links available that we will provide below that explores this further. So Dave, thanks very, very much for the research and sending along this information. Very, very helpful. Thanks again very, very much. Viewer Charles K. sent along this comment, and he writes, "Bravo, Mark, another fine Monday morning mailbag, instructive and lots of fun. I made a comment earlier in the week, but must have failed to press the comment button. Perhaps just as well. We'll try to be more succinct in this rerun. Thanks for sharing my inquiry regarding shave shops in Sweden. It occurs to me that your worldwide presence in the wet shaving world, we pretty much cover the globe. It might be fun to compile an unofficial list of such shaving shops. I love the comments about the shave bowls, cups, and scuttles. I always fall back on my small Vikings blade luxury shave bowl with the sand-blasted finish. It is a daily driver for me and is suitable for home or travel because it is virtually indestructible. Yeah, works well with soaps, crops, and creams. It remains a value purchase on Amazon. As always, with my compliments, thanks, and kindest personal regards, Charles K." Charles, thanks very much for the great comment. And I agree with you. It'd be great to compile an unofficial list of shave shops from around the world. So folks, let us know about the shave shop in your neck of the woods, wherever you reside, and let's get an unofficial list compiled here. And also, if anyone knows of shave shops in Sweden, please pass those along because Charles K. later on this year sometime is planning a trip there and would like to stop in and visit some of those shave shops in Sweden. That's a real tongue twister for me. But also, Charles, regarding the Vikings blade shave bowl, this is the Chairman Shave Bowl, and I also have the Grand Chairman Shave Bowl, stainless steel, sandblasted. These are great. And I agree with you. The smaller version is wonderful. and I found that it helped me to conserve shave cream and shave soap. You know me on my reviews, I'm always overloading, and this really helps tame that practice a little bit. I still get heaps of lather, but I'm not wasting as much shave soap or shave cream. At least that's been my experience. But yes, I agree with you. Great for home and also perfect for travel because it's indestructible and it's a nice size, can fit into the DOP kit very, very nicely. So Charles, thanks again for the great comments. Really do appreciate it. So glad you're enjoying the Vikings Blade smaller shave bowl. Again, they also make the Grand Chairman. If you're interested in that, folks, we'll have links to both of those below. And again, share your particular shave shop from your part of the world. Let's get an unofficial list going on. Comment below, let us know, or email me the information. We'll compile a list and we'll share it in an upcoming Monday morning mailbag. Charles, thanks again for a really wonderful comment. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Gary sent this along in an email, and the subject heading reads, actor, director, writer appears to be head shaver, and he is related to some cartoonists. And he writes, the actor and director and writer Charles Martin Smith is related to a cartoonist and an animator and appears to be a head shaver. He himself claims to not be able to draw or draw cartoons. His father was a cartoonist, and he had an uncle who was an animator. Well, he also provided links to some interviews with Charles Martin Smith. Of course, he's most recognizable in American Graffiti, and we'll get those links posted below to Wikipedia and also to some YouTube interviews that he did. And I also looked up some information on Frank Smith. Now, I think Frank Smith was his father, could be his uncle. I'm not entirely sure. I think it was his father. And his father, or Frank Smith, was an animator who ended up working at Fleischer Studios in the late 1930s. He worked on several feature films with that studio, including Gulliver's Travels, 1939, and various short films, including Popeye cartoons and Betty Boop. He also ended up over at Walter Lantz Productions, and we'll get this link below so you can read about it a little more. But here's the interesting part. After the 30s and 40s and the 1950s, working for various animation studios, this ties into what we've been talking about in previous Monday morning mailbags. It says here, for 3 years, Smith directed and produced films in Paris, France for Cinéaste Productions. I think that's how it's pronounced, winning many awards. His work in the 1960s included commercials and short films for Playhouse Pictures, followed by a long association with director-producer Bill Melendez, animating many of the Peanuts television specials, including A Charlie Brown Christmas, It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and the feature films A Boy Named Charlie Brown and Snoopy Come Home. How about that? We've kind of gone full circle in our discussion of Snoopy and the Red Baron and Snoopy and Peanuts and these television specials. And here, Charles Martin Smith, the actor, is related to a gentleman, either his father or his uncle. I'm not sure which. I'm going to have to dig a little deeper. I think it's his dad, who worked on these Peanuts television specials and also the full-length motion pictures. How about that? Gary, thanks very, very much for this information. Really, really amazing. Very, very entertaining stuff, folks. We'll have a link below where you can find all this information. And if you've never seen Gulliver's Travels, produced by Fleischer Studios and distributed by Paramount Studios, it really is a very, very good full-length animated feature film. The Wikipedia entry talks about how Max and Dave Fleischer were trying to tell Paramount Studios, we need to do a full-length feature film, and Paramount Studios was kind of lukewarm to it. And then Disney released Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and Paramount said, hey, we got to do a full-length feature film. And Gulliver's Travels was a result of that. It really is remarkable. It used some cutting-edge animation technology for the day, and if you've never seen it, very entertaining and has a really very unique look. Not a Disney look, a little different. It was produced in their studio, which was located in Miami, Florida, and we'll have some other links to little documentaries on Fleischer Studios. There's a really great history there in animation, and Max Fleischer, real pioneer in the animation industry. So, Gary, thanks very much for the great information, and folks, we'll have all those links below. Gary, really do appreciate it. And that wraps up another Monday Morning Mailbag. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out all the wonderful artisan soap makers and sellers that you see displayed on the bottom of the screen right now. They make and offer some wonderful artisan shave soap. They also offer some wonderful wet shaving gear to enhance your traditional wet shave. The next time you're online, please take a moment, pay them a visit. I sure would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Also, check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/MarkZerati, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review in this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Hey, we have another double take cartoon puzzle this week. Try to find the differences between the two cartoon panels. If you need more time, just pause the video, or try to find all the differences before time runs out. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.